Good evening and welcome to IITW Radio. Hello, Vanessa, Shaw, and Mitchell, and whoever else is joining in. I'll get to you in just a little bit. Tonight we have a good show for you guys and gals. The Blue Crab Festival, which last year got canceled, then reinstated, then canceled, then reinstated, and then canceled. It's not going to happen this year. The Blue Crab Festival is on, and we have a group called the Young Entrepreneurs. I have Aaron and Seth in the studio with me tonight. How you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you?
All right. That's AKA Batgirl, by the way. Why did they call you Batgirl?
Because I'm a big Batman fan, and like my caller ID said Batman for several years. So.
Okay, you might have to put the mic up a little closer to your mouth.
Oh, you want me to be louder? I've actually been asked to be louder.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not going to bode well for anyone.
Hello, Angie and Jessica and Fort Gates and a whole bunch of other people. This thing rolls like a ticker tape over here. People get mad when I don't call out their name. So you guys are with a group called the Young Entrepreneurs, correct?
It's the Palaca Young Professionals.
Young Professionals.
Yes.
Okay. Man, I got screwed up on my notes.
It's all right.
Okay, let me change my notes there. Okay, so what's the Young Professionals about?
So it's an organization that's out of Palaca, obviously. It's a group of people from ages 21 to 42 that we come together. We try to bring in other young professionals into the community. We try to retain the ones that actually come out of our high school, try to develop the youth so that we'll have more professionals when they get older. And then we basically have like fundraisers and all sorts of fun things for people to do and events and things like that so that we can raise money and then give back to the community.
Jessica wrote in, wow, Aaron, you needing to get loud or louder, laugh out loud. And then there was somebody else that just put on there, hey, Paul, how you doing? Vicky. Do you guys know Vicky? It said, and Vicky.
I know a Vicky. One or two.
Hollingsworth?
Don't know her.
Okay. Maybe she wanted to join you guys. Now, what do you have to do to get into the Young Professionals? How's it you go about getting into that?
Well, you have to fit into the age group, and then you just have to pay your dues and then come to the meetings.
Okay. What's the age group?
It's 21 to 42.
21. God damn, I missed that one. By 1 year.
Some of us are close to being out ourselves.
By 1 year, I missed it. Actually, by a whole decade. A decade and a half. Well, almost 2 decades now. Damn, you guys make me feel old. So you guys have this group. Now, how did you get involved with the Blue Crab?
So we heard through the grapevine, if you will, that the Blue Crab wasn't actually happening a little before everyone else did. So we went ahead and applied for an opportunity to put on a festival during Memorial Day weekend. And then we had meetings with City Council and through them determined that Palaca really wants the Blue Crab Festival. So for us to put on a festival, it really needed to be the Blue Crab Festival. So we're still very, very young as far as the group is concerned. We're less than a year old. It's a large task for us to put together this festival, but we're energetic and we're doing everything we can to make it happen.
Yeah, one of our readers, Kathy, is all the way up. She's my favorite airline stewardess, by the way. She's all the way up north, up in Maine, where I don't even know if she'll even get out of snow by the time it's set to go off. Now, what's the dates for the Blue Crab Festival?
It's Memorial Day weekend. It is
May 24th is Friday night, and then Saturday is the 25th and 26th, last weekend of May.
Yep.
Okay, now are you guys taking over on the Facebook page, on the Blue Crab Facebook page, or
That's Seth's baby.
Yeah, that's my baby. I put that together a couple weeks ago to announce that we were going to have the Blue Crab Festival. We launched and got outrageous responses from the public. Everyone's super excited about it. We hit almost 2,000 likes in a couple of weeks. We hit over 1,000 in the first night. People were, sharing it left and right. It was a big thing. It's just obvious that everyone in the community really wants it to happen.
Yeah, everybody's really excited.
Yeah, I know I am. So, in the past, I got to say hi to Kimmy. Kimmy's one of my friends from way back, and Robert, welcome to the show. Now, in the past, they've had what I call the old farts that have ran the place. So you guys are bringing in new music. You're bringing in younger groups. You're also going to have, instead of one stage set up this year, you're going to have two separate stages, correct? Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. And we're, still in a lot of things in works and pinning things down. But yeah, we've been talking to some local artists and stuff to have them perform. But yeah, there's intending to be two different tents. I'm doing the acoustic tent, and I've been talking to several local people that are very interested in performing.
What's the acoustic tent about? They're also going to have electric stuff there, right? Besides acoustic.
No, it's to my understanding, and we're strictly doing just acoustic. That's been all the people that I've talked to, the kind of performance that we're having, go on there. But it'll be in its own little area.
I think he means like we're gonna have an electric tent and then an acoustic
Oh
tent.
yeah, then we still have the main stage tent.
Yeah, still have the main stage. Still have like
the traditional concept of the main stage. We still have that going on. But yeah, we have a second area.
And we're gonna try to play music around everyone's taste. Not just younger people. Just because we're younger, we want it to be a community thing.
Yeah, that's been a goal to have different genres and stuff, because we've from feedback that we've had that everybody didn't want to hear a certain type of music, or it was only one type of music throughout the entire weekend. So we kind of adapted to what the people have kind of said and wanted.
What kind of groups are you going to have there? Are you going to have rock and roll? Are you going to have country? Are you going to have a mixture of genres?
It's a mixture of genres, like Seth was saying, to appeal to everybody's taste. It's you and I might have different tastes of music, so there'll be bands that I'll enjoy, maybe something I'm a little less interested in, maybe something that you're more interested in.
Yeah, it'll be something along the lines of maybe like a Tom Petty cover band, all the way to like actually on Sunday we're doing gospel in the early morning, so it'll be all over the place as far as the genre is concerned. Trying to get people to come down there, and not just come down, but to stay down there. And frequent the shops and see all the vendors, and maybe you don't like this band, but the next band that's playing is more of your style, so you can sit down and have some food down by the river and just wait for your turn.
Yeah, Maurice and Skidmore, how you guys doing tonight? They just joined in. Skidmore wrote the Blue Crab Festival with a question mark. Yes.
Blue crabs.
Huh? Oh yeah, having blue crab.
There will definitely be blue crabs there, no doubt.
And Skidmore says you got seafood vendors.
There will be a seafood. There will be a seafood vendor at least.
At least.
We have one already set up, ready to go, to do seafood, like a food truck type, all the way to a big 30-foot tent where they're doing strictly blue crabs and things of that nature.
Now, where's this going to be held at?
The riverfront downtown Palatka.
Okay. And if somebody wanted to be a vendor, who do they need to contact?
We have a vendor application on the Facebook page. We posted it. All you have to do is follow that link to the Palatka Young Professionals website, and there's the vendor app. And then all you have to do is just fill it out, send in your money, and then we'll take it from there.
Bill Fuchs says he's watching. I hope he's coming to the Blue Crab Festival.
We hope everybody's coming.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of people watching tonight. So
Yeah.
Wonderful. I've been telling everybody all day.
So, I mean, what made you guys want to get into this? I mean, were you just sitting around one day and had a couple beers and like, I think we'll tackle this, because that's a big event for young people to the guys and gals have been doing it in the past years, have been doing it forever. I mean, you guys just sitting around having a beer on the porch one night and said, you know what, I think we'll just do the damn Blue Crab.
Well, like I said earlier, we were actually considering some sort of different festival at first when we heard that the Blue Crab wasn't going to happen, something that we knew we could knock out of the park. And then as we were in more discussions with the city and the community as a whole, we understood that the Blue Crab is what people want. They want the Blue Crab Festival. So we took it upon ourselves to go ahead and start that. We know that we're small and young as a group, but we're looking for any help we can get from other groups. I know we've spoken to multiple Rotary clubs and several other organizations.
Let me cut you off one second
Okay.
there. If you guys and gals are looking on, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this, you'll be able to see it, or on the Putman Way, or on Facebook, or IITW Radio on Facebook. If you're listening through our the IITW Radio, you'll need to go over to one of those three so you can see what's going on. Now, we've got a link up here that shows the Young Professionals page. So if you guys want to get on that, you can always go back in the show, stop it there. It's got how to join on the committee, all kinds of cool information on there. So go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Steph. I just wanted them to see that they could go back and look at your page. We're trying to get everything up for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody that wants to go to that website and join the Palatka Young Professionals, please do. The more people, the merrier. The whole idea behind it is that we want a large group of people, and we want to be able to make a change in Putnam County.
But Hutch, Bill Hutch. It says Hutch on there. Bill Hutch, pronounced like Hutch, but it's Futch. Okay,
I know
my
Bill
bad.
Futch.
I'm trying to sit here. If he could see everything I've got to look at, but I screw up all the time. Jessica wrote in. She said, "Lord willing, we'll be there." And I'm inviting out-of-town friends and family as well.
Please bring as
Fantastic.
many people from out of town as possible.
Yes, yes. We want people to come from all areas and to, see what the downtown area has to offer. And, like Seth was saying earlier, we have a lot of shops that are down there that'll be open. And, obviously we want vendors from not just here, but for everywhere,
We need to bring new money into the town.
Yeah.
We can't just keep recycling the money that we have now. We got to have other people come in and spend their money here, draw more businesses downtown.
Yeah. Hello, Glennis and Ed. Ed wrote in and said these guys were babies when the Blue Crab started, grew up with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually, we were.
I'm pretty certain I've been to every last one of them.
Same.
So it says they should know everything that was there.
Like the Jello jump and bungee jumping. Yeah.
And they also said, this is something I've never been told. They say that they are all smart people and should be able to rock this. I got to agree with them there.
I really hope we do.
Yeah,
Hello,
we're
Bob.
surrounded by some really great minds that have been helping out and advising us, and there's a lot of wonderful people that we all work together and doing each of these committees and stuff. It's been really great.
And we've reached out to the people who did it before us. We've gotten information from them. One of the main things that was a problem for them is that they were getting a little bit older and they didn't have the manpower or the energy. It takes a lot of work, and so we said we would do it, and so here we are.
Well, you got Robert Hughes that says, I agree with Ed. I guess that's about you guys are smart. And Desiree just joined in. Bill wrote, FYI, the first Blue Crab was also used for boat sales.
I have heard that as well.
Yeah, they used to do boat sales down there. It was one of the things.
So Desiree said, hello, gang. Love y'all. And Bill wrote in and says, we're all behind you.
Wonderful.
Well,
we
we
appreciate
appreciate
the
that.
support.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's about time, though, that the younger generation picked up on this and flipped it around. Now, here comes the $1 million question. Are you guys already starting to plan for next year? Or are you still in the process of going, holy crap, what did we get into here?
There are moments where we sit back and we're like, I can't believe that this is what we're doing right now. Like, the Blue Crab Festival has been a major part of our lives. And to, like, sit back and think about it, like, oh, man, it's our turn to have a shot at this.
Right.
It's crazy, but we can't look forward to next year because if we don't knock it out of the park this year, we won't get a chance to do it next year.
Right.
Somebody else will come along and do it. So we want to do it next year, but we gotta do what we can to make this one as best as we can.
I got a bunch of comments. I'm going to read real quick. Said Jamie said hello, and you're on the radio. Laugh out loud. And Maurice said, "Are you going to have a car show this year?"
The car show, I don't think. I don't think we're doing a car show this year.
No, we have a lot that we're taking on, and this is a big undertaking for us, and so we're trying not to bite off more than we can chew. So we want to do everything that we're doing. We want to do it to the best quality that we can. So we don't want to overwhelm ourselves with a whole bunch of things because we want to make sure that everybody has a great, impactful experience and that they enjoy themselves, that they want to hang around the festival, hang around the community. So we don't want to take on a mountain, you know. So
Not-
I don't think that's going to wind up being a part of things this year.
Yeah, not this year, because we just decided that it was our turn to do this about a month and a half ago. So trying to
Yes.
get it done by Memorial Day is a big undertaking. So
Now, if they wanted to have a car show, because we have a ton of people that watch the show and stuff. If they wanted to have a car show, what do they need to do? Because you're going to have one guy that's going to have 40 or 50 friends that have cars. It happens every year. Who would they need to contact about it if they just want to show up and park their cars, or is there not enough room down there to do that?
if they want to contact us through the Facebook page and let us know that they have the cars and they're willing to do the car show, we will take it to the board and we will discuss it. I mean, if they can make it as easy as possible for us and it draws attention, then absolutely.
Desiree wrote in and said, how much are vendor spots?
The vendor spots are $200 for the non-commercial and $250 for the commercial vendors.
And then it's like 25 for electric hookups.
If you want an electric hookup, it's $25 per hookup.
Okay. Give them
We'll
the
hook it
prices one more time.
It's $200 for non-commercial and $250 for commercial,
Okay.
and then $25 per electric hookup.
Now, Bill wrote in and said, is there also going to be a king and queen contest this year?
No, there was also.
Huh?
Hold on.
Yeah, well, that's sort of a question, I guess. But in the past, he said there was always a king and queen. So I
There
guess the
was-
question is there going to be one this year as well? Well, you don't have to make it that big.
There have been in the past. I don't know at this time if we have made a decision on whether or not we were going to do either the beauty pageant or a king and queen. But again, we're still just in the planning phases, trying to see what we can accomplish and what we can't accomplish, because we don't want to do anything halfway. So if we're going to do it, we want to do it right. So if not having a king and queen competition makes it so that everything else runs smoothly, then that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, now, Desiree writes, is there any discount for family businesses?
For family businesses,
I'm not aware of any discount at this time for any family businesses.
Jessica wrote in and said, wonder if y'all could get someone to set something with a history of blue crab, like one of the local historical groups.
That has also been discussed. I'm actually the head of the marketing and advertising committee. We have discussed possibly bringing in. They used to always have these posters. They were limited edition posters. They were each numbered, and we were considering setting up an area where you could go through and look at each one of the old posters, just to kind of recognize what happened before us. And so people can get a look at it and get a feel for the history of the actual event.
Now, if people had pictures they wanted to bring in to set them up inside of that tent, can they go ahead and bring them in, or do they need to contact you guys first? Or?
I'd prefer it if they contacted us so we could get it set up. And what we want to do is put it in one single area so that you could just walk through it and see all of the different posters, and see how they used to portray it, as compared to what we're doing now.
Okay. The difference between commercial and non-commercial.
So if you're selling something, you're commercial. If you're just giving out information, that's non-commercial.
And there's the application that's up on the screen now, I believe.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
It's
now,
very easy to use. You can just click on it and fill it out right there. It's very user-friendly.
Skidmore wrote, high school students would be good for the king and queen. Yeah, that's an idea.
Absolutely, that's a great idea. We'll have to take it. Like I said, it's one of those things that we have to run it through a group of people, a board, to actually make decisions, and we can't just go all willy-nilly here and just throw it out there.
we'll have
Well,
that kind of authority.
No, I think you guys ought to have a geriatrics contest. Get the
Are you gonna
best
enter?
old-looking people in
I
there.
actually work at a nursing home. I could probably arrange that pretty easily.
Yeah, have the centennials come in there. Some of them that are, like, have been around forever, that have been to Blue Crab.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
we could go kidnap a couple from the convalescent home, just wish them out.
Oh man.
Doug Williams just joined in. How you doing, Doug? And if I don't get to you guys and gals, if I miss your name, it's hard for me to keep up with them. I kind of glance at the screen left and right. Aaron and Steph can tell you there's 6, 7 monitors in here, 8 monitors.
It's crazy in here.
And so it's kind of hard to keep track. That's why I got Chris. Say hello, Chris. There comes the thumb. Say hello, Hobbit. Say hello, Marie.
There it is.
That's what they do with the thumbs. They're in the background going. Volunteers now. Robert said more people should volunteer to help. What if somebody wants to volunteer? What do they need to do?
So we're going to set up a volunteer app. We've already started asking a few people for different volunteer roles, but we're going to set up a volunteer application, and then we'll be able to assign people to areas that they can help out with.
Okay. I'm just making some notes here.
Right now, if we could get volunteers to sponsor, that would be fantastic. You know, anybody that wants to give some money,
Yeah, no, that's
make it a little
thing.
bit easier for us, right?
If they sponsor, do they get to hang up a banner or anything, or
We're going
what kind
to,
of perks do they get for sponsoring?
We're going to put together a sponsor packet, you know, based on how much you give and things along those lines. So at this time, I couldn't tell you exactly what you're getting for each one, but if you're going to be a sponsor, we'll definitely have your name and logo up somewhere, you know, to draw attention to you, no doubt.
If you want to volunteer, if you look on you scroll down where the comments are at on the Putman Way, you will see it has on there where you can sponsor. Is that also going up on IITW Radio? Okay, it's on IITW Radio on Facebook as well. And then also on the website for IITW Radio. So if you want to go back and look at any of this stuff, I mean, everything that we talk about is going underneath the comment section. So Skidmore said, here, bring the Jerry's. Bring on the Jerry's. Hell yeah, Skidmore. We'll go up there. We might be the only two that'll show up. The only problem is who's going to get king and who's going to get queen. I'm not going to be queen.
Aw.
For nobody. I'm not wearing a freaking dress.
Oh, you'd
A
look good
wig.
in a tiara, though.
A wig maybe and some
I have a
lipstick.
tiara.
She said, let's see, Jessica wrote, throw the sponsors on the back of the T-shirts. Laugh out loud. Now, are you guys going to have T-shirts and stuff that they can buy?
We are.
Yes.
We just finalized the actual logo and the design of the back of the T-shirt just this past week. So we're getting some numbers run and trying to decide how many of them we need to purchase and you know, get set up for everybody.
Yeah, now, can they pre-order the T-shirts?
We're going to set that up as well, yes.
And that'll be done through the Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay. So bumper stickers or anything like that, or are you just sticking with T-shirts? Or I
Um,
mean, I don't know how crazy you guys are going to get here.
T-shirts is the main thing, and honestly, that's a big undertaking as well. There's an entire committee just for T-shirts, for the design into it. You know, a lot goes into each part of this. So there's, you know, a team of people setting it all up, but it'll all be on the event page.
I know at one point in time we did discuss koozies as well, but I don't know if that ever came to fruition. But we have discussed other sort of apparel.
Well, what if we get you guys back on here before once you get a little more stuff on in a couple of weeks, the closer it gets, if you guys want, we'll bring you back on, and then you can update everybody on
Yeah, that would be great.
on what's going on. Let's see what some other questions. Skidmore said I'd look so cute in the lipstick and the dress. I don't
I
think
agree.
so.
I agree, you would.
No, ain't gonna happen. Why, hell, I don't know. If they get enough people that'll come, I'll prance around if it helps you guys out. So the vendor prices are for anybody who wants to come and be a vendor. It's $200 for non-commercial and $250 commercial, and
Right.
the $250 on the commercial also includes electric. Now, what if they want to come and set up a smoker or something and sell ribs? Do they need to get the health department involved? Is there special permitting they need to go through?
We're not going to be able to allow anyone to bring food other than the food vendors that have already went through the process of applying and you know, being checked into and stuff. So we can't just have anyone come in and set up a food booth.
Now, is still time for food vendors to get in?
At this time, I think all of the food
think it's
vendors
spoken for.
have been spoken for.
Yeah.
We're going to do food trucks this year, which is a little bit different than what's been done in the past. Instead of more of the carnival type food, we're going to have anything from barbecue to pizza to Cuban food. to, obviously blue crabs and seafood. So, and then there's going to be plenty of different desserts and things like that. Ice cream, sorbets, shaved ice, that kind of stuff. So
There will definitely be options.
there's going to be plenty of options, and the kids are going to, be able to get their sugar rush.
No, they're going to have cotton candy.
Well, I don't know if there's going to be any cotton candy, but there will definitely be some sort of sugary sweet there.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than kids tanked up on cotton candy and Mountain Dew. Unless you're dropping them off. Now, if you're going to drop off your grandkids, one suggestion is swing by every sugary booth you can get, then drop the kids off.
Absolutely.
Laura Parsons wrote, y'all are doing a great job. Excited for Blue Crab. I am actually excited about this because, you guys are a young group. Before, it's been old and drab and the same thing over and over and over again. Are they going to have anything like any zip lines for the kids or anything like that?
Whoa, slow down.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're getting that far ahead of ourselves. Maybe next year, but this year we're going to try to keep it, as traditional as you can imagine the Blue Crab being, with the art vendors and the bands and the food and things like that. Nothing crazy. We are going to have some activities for every age group. Some sort of I think there's like a fishing activity for
Yes.
the kids. All the way up to the beer tent, for the adults. So there's going to be something for everyone.
No, they're going to be fishing out of little pools, or are they going to be fishing out of the river there?
It's my understanding there's going to be a fish tank type thing
Tanks.
set up.
Okay. Probably the biggest question of all that keeps popping up here, and I've been ignoring it, alcohol. Are they going to sell beer or wine or anything there?
Yes,
You are.
absolutely.
Okay, so for all you people that like to suck down a cold one,
You
you're
can't
in
have
luck.
I don't think you can have the Blue Crab Festival without some sort of alcohol.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the tradition.
The beer tent is always
Right.
where you go to meet up with people.
Yeah, you can't have Blue Crabs without beer
No,
or Mountain Dew.
or Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, you owe me money for advertisement, by the way.
Nuh.
And to my cardiologist, this is actually water in here.
Yeah.
He said, Terry Bender Jr. wrote, "What's in the water bottle?"
All right, Terry. Don't ask questions. It's water. All right. It's purified water.
It's purified water.
I'll see you at work tomorrow, Terry. Don't ask questions like that.
10% purified water, 90% vodka
No. Well, you got
or
to.
gin.
You have to calm the nerves somehow to get on radio, right?
So, okay, that one kind of threw me a little bit. I was going to say something, but somebody shut me down there. I'm not going to answer any dumbass questions, so don't write any in. Can I bring my girlfriend? What the hell?
Bring your girlfriend and your wife.
Yeah, bring your girlfriend and your wife. But let me tell you,
Be
don't,
very careful.
I tell you what my grandfather told me: don't take sand to the beach. Take that for whatever you want.
That sounds like solid advice.
Now, you guys are going to have face painting for the kids and stuff.
We
What
plan
kind
on-
of kids activity do you have? Because Aaron was telling me about. There's going to be like an area where parents can.
We have a carnival. We are dealing with setting that up. But I mean, we're trying to have just an experience everywhere. That's one of the reasons why we're doing the music in two different areas, to avoid the dead space, the not having a sound. We want people to have music to enjoy almost throughout.
Yeah, no, you got up on the screen here. You
Yes.
got the carnival area, which is down by the
By the
boat
dock.
ramp
down
and
by the
ch-
dock. Yes.
and the
Yes.
church, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, and then the entertainment section is up by where. I don't want to say the clock tower, so don't even write anything in about the clock tower,
Yes.
people.
That
It
is
is
the
down on the
location.
beautiful lawn of the Black Riverfront.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
it's where the cannons and
It's in-
rockets and everything else
It's in
are
front of the
there.
River Center.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Now, C is what on this?
It's a vendor zone, and it's just that's how we kind of separated areas out on where the areas are available for vendors to put up their tents.
Yeah, so A, B, and C are different vendor zones, and then they can actually apply for which zone they want to be in. If they want to be closer to the beer tent and the entertainment, or if they want to be a little bit further away, if they have to talk to people and try to draw attention versus the other ones that maybe their artwork or something speaks for itself.
The biggest question: parking.
There's gonna be parking all over. It's downtown Palatka. There's public parking.
Find
all
a
over
place
the
to run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go from A to B to C, and then over to the entertainment section where it says beer tent.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow the green area, it's going to take you right to the church there. You can confess your sins and then take your kids over to the carnival.
Sounds solid.
Please stop at the food trucks on the way there.
Now,
Right.
the fine
So
arts
rough a little
section, and for you that don't know what I'm talking about here, if you're listening to the radio section, they have a map up here of downtown Palatka, and it's in grids set up in A, B, C section. So you guys can download this, screenshot it, download it, and then when you get there, you'll know where everything's at. Now, the food trucks are in a green area, correct? They're
Yes.
going to be
Correct.
down there on River Road? Not River Road. The road that runs down by the river. And then the fine arts section. Now, tell us about the fine arts section.
That's typically like the setup for we've had like nice paintings or things like that. It's not just your typical vendors. It's more of a high end type deal. So it'll be a display mainly and
Nice
people-
photography, nice
Right.
paintings, things along those lines.
Now, are you guys going to, because we have some great artists, and I know my daughter, she got like that first and second place for the whole time she was growing up. Are you guys going to have anything that you're bringing over from the art center of the kids, of the high school kids this year? Because I know they still have some pictures hanging up there.
I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah,
not really sure.
I haven't heard that discussed at all. I know at one point in time we did discuss possibly having the art classes throughout like middle school, high school, design their idea for the back of the T-shirt, and then whoever won that one, theirs would be printed on the back of a T-shirt, and then we would sell those with a portion of the money going back to the school district. But it's a pretty large undertaking for the next 2 months to accomplish that. But if somebody wants to get on board and make that thing happen, then by all means that would be fantastic. Just another way for us to give back.
Lisa Marie Pringle wrote, "This is awesome." I don't think there's anything else under it.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. And Billy Enos wrote Memorial. I guess that's the
yeah,
name of the road.
Memorial's the road.
Memorial
Yes.
Road.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks, Billy. I don't get down to downtown Palatka
Well,
very
I
much.
hope you're there Memorial Weekend.
Except for when I'm chasing wrecks and stuff, and I never look at the thing. I hear the GPS, and 100 yards, turn left. You passed your turn, dumbass.
Yeah, we
Actually-
expect to see you there Memorial Day weekend though. So
Yes.
I have a Snoop Dogg on my GPS, and it goes, "Yo, bro, pull over, man. It's time to smoke a blunt." And then Mr. Burns goes, "Turn around, dumbass."
Oh my.
I'm serious. It came with my
I don't know.
hello,
that.
Levi. Tracy wrote, "What is it? Or when is it?"
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend.
The Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're not doing Monday this year.
No Monday.
Okay. Now, is there
Monday,
gonna-
it's going to be a federal holiday. We want people to still be in the area and enjoy the other things, but it's a lot to take on. So
Spend
we're
the-
doing the kickoff Friday night, and then we'll run Saturday and Sunday.
What
Yeah.
time Friday night are you going to kick it
I
off?
want to say it's like 6.
Are you guys going to have fireworks to kick it off? That was one of the questions.
Fireworks have been discussed, but I don't think it's going to happen this year.
Okay, so don't bring any bottle rockets, Junior.
No.
Yeah, please now.
No unsanctioned fireworks, definitely.
Jessica wrote, "There's always next year to expand," which is true. I mean,
Absolutely. We just want to get
You-
something out there that's a good quality product for the community to enjoy and realize that there is someone out there trying to make this happen for them.
Tracy wrote, "Darn it, we will be gone." You could always skip if you're going to your in-laws, Tracy.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going, but you should skip that, definitely.
Right.
Skidmore wrote, "Nice to be able to reach you from Louisiana tonight."
It's good
Good
to have
night. Okay, good night. Skidmore. I think Skidmore has to put the kids to bed.
Mm.
Billy wrote, "I have been doing the ceremony with the American Legion for Memorial Day on Monday at the amphitheater every year. Will this impact the ceremony?"
It will not. We'll be cleaned up and out of there by Monday.
Right.
Okay, and you got one that wants the hours. There's a lot of people joining in, so if it's why some of the questions are getting re-asked.
No, that's understandable. You can follow the event page, and as we have everything pinned down, because I know like we're working on lineups for music and squaring up all those commitments from certain people and things. So as we have stuff, we've been releasing it, and I know I've been sharing posts all over Facebook about all the stuff that we do have going on. And in fact, one of the things that we have going on right now is one of the Seth has the contest with the Sheldon with a little crochet thing that we have that's been posted
little crochet
around.
thing. He's a crab.
Okay,
He's a beautiful crab.
He's a crab. He's our mascot.
He is.
Who designed a crab?
I did.
Okay, that's a good drawing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I designed the crab, and then we inherited a mascot. His name is Sheldon, and then we reached out to actually our first volunteer, Ray Smith. She crocheted Sheldon for us, and so we've started a search for Sheldon. So where we go and we post him up in about 5 different spots in a general area, and people can go take their picture where he was at. And if they post all of the pictures to our Facebook page on the post, then they enter for a free T-shirt drawing.
Okay. Tracy writes in, only there for a month, coming in from snowy Buffalo, going back to Buffalo. Why in the hell would you want to go back to Buffalo?
It's a terrible plan.
It is too cold up there. Right now, I'm sitting
in
here
the Sunshine State.
with flip-flops, shorts, T-shirts.
Move to Palatka.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
Jessica wrote, the crab's adorable. Angie wrote, is there a Facebook page for your group? Not the Blue Crab Festival one.
Yes,
but
there's
the
a
group.
Palatka Young Professionals Facebook page as well.
Okay, we can probably get the link up and put that on
Yeah,
there.
I think we have that link somewhere. Yeah.
No, Levi. It's during Memorial Day. That's the 24th of May,
24th,
right?
25th,
20
26th.
yes.
24th, 25th, and
Yeah,
26th.
we're taking actual Memorial
Of-
Day
of
off.
May.
But the weekend, that weekend, we're
Yeah, Memorial Day you need to
All
spend with
about
your
the
family
festival.
and understand why it's Memorial Day and respect that.
Okay, and Robert, yes, the Palatka Young Professionals, yes, they have a website.
Yes, we definitely do.
So website and a Facebook
A
page.
website and a Facebook page.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Tracy wrote, husband works. Oh, yeah, I just said you don't need to take sand to the beach.
What does he do?
Leave him
we can
in
find him a job in
Buffalo.
Palatka.
Leave him in Buffalo. You come down, you get your tan. That way when you go back, it's probably still snowing in Buffalo in May, I think. Or still too damn cold. Well, actually, it starts getting hot down here. She wouldn't be able to take the humidity. The hair falls out. I have friends that come in from New Mexico, and they're always talking about the one gal, Ann, one of my friends, is always talking about, I hate Florida. My hair out there, her hair is always dried and it's frizzed. She comes here and all the permanent she gets and stuff, right out. She said, laugh out loud, I wish. It's Tracy. But, yeah, Buffalo's just a little too cold for me.
Way too cold. But
Yeah.
they got some pretty good wings there.
Yeah, they only have a 1 week summer up there. And then it's back to freezing.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
that's the opposite of us. We have like a 1 week winter.
So,
Winter fell on a Wednesday this year, I think, actually.
yeah. Well, we have winter here. It's winter in the mornings, about 6 a.m. And then by 10, or by 9, 10, it's spring. By noon, it's summer. And then about 6 o'clock at night, we go back to the fall and then the winter.
And then, of course, we have mosquito season.
Yeah.
and love bug season.
Yeah, and love bug season.
Yeah.
We have all the seasons.
Yeah, we have mosquitoes down
They're
here to
just
fly away
customized.
with you. Luckily, the mosquitoes hopefully aren't too bad this year down there.
I hope so.
And love bugs are already be gone, so hell, you pretty much got it made.
Yeah, we
That's
hope
the
so.
plan. Just, pray for good weather.
Yeah. Now, it's going to be all day on a Saturday, so
Oh,
are
yeah.
you guys going to be selling any sunscreen down there? Or,
That's not a bad idea. We'll bring that up.
yeah, for you people that are bringing your kids,
I'm
please
sure
take
if
the
there's
sunscreen
a vendor that
with
wanted
you.
to hustle some sunscreen, they'd probably make a pretty penny.
I can guarantee you some of the local businesses downtown sell some sunscreen, though, so you can always pop into one of their stores and buy some.
Bill wrote, how will the musical acts be chosen? Will there be local and regional acts from Daytona, Jacksonville, Gainesville?
I will personally tell you that there are several local people. That was another thing, just like we spoke earlier, that we wanted to have different genres to appeal to everybody, kind of hit the entire spectrum of stuff. So one of the other things that we had in feedback from people were that they wanted local artists, that a lot of things were kind of reached out from out of town. So I personally have spoken to several local people that will be performing.
Tell
one
Terry
of those-
Bender that I expect him to apply.
Is one of those Steve from Middle Ground?
Actually, yes.
Yep. Steve's one of my buddies. I love Steve. I was promoting Steve when he was a toddler.
He was one of the first 2 people that I contacted, and he's super excited. And yes, I actually just confirmed with him a couple days ago.
Stan wrote no-see-ums. Now, for
Yes.
people up north that don't know what no-see-ums are, that's exactly what we're talking about. They're bugs you can't see, and they have square teeth,
Tiny
and they
little pests.
bite like hell.
Yeah.
The best thing that I've found that's good for the kids is Bounce fabric sheets. I used them on my kids, rub them on them. Not only do they smell good, you can not give them a bath for the whole week, rub them down with that stuff, and they smell great, but it does keep the no-see-ums off. So that way you don't have to keep them sprayed with a bunch of DEET. Tracy wants to know, where do they get the crabs, catch the crabs?
In the water.
I was going to say something different, but I'm going to leave that
They catch them in a crab
The
trap
water.
in the water.
The
I'm not 100% certain where they're from exactly, but I know they're supposed to be fairly local.
Yeah, a lot of them, I think we have a lot of vendors like Mike the Crabber. I believe he's going to be selling some over there. He's down across from Fort Gates.
You know, a lot of the resources that we've come across have just been people like the city had the workshop to talk about planning the festival, and there were 2 or 3 people that were putting us in touch with resources on how to get crab and how to connect with those vendors and stuff. And that's how a lot of these situations, even this interview, has kind of come about that way. From me reaching out to the Putnam Way and them putting me in touch with you, and you and I have been in talks with talent and stuff that I've tried to talk to and contact, and that's how we wound up with this interview. So our own community has been a really great resource to help us get connected with a lot of stuff that we need, and that's honestly what we need even more when it comes to the volunteers and the vendors and the sponsors. The Blue Crab, long ago, the way that we've known and loved it, it started out as a community thing, and it's really a community project. It's not just Black young professionals. Mm-hmm. It's the Rotary Club. It's just your everyday business owners and citizens that have come forward and are helping out with this.
Yeah, we can all benefit from this. So it's a community project for the community by the community.
Yeah. Now, Jessica put up a good thing here, and while I'm thinking about it is, parents, if people down here vacationing right now, the one main thing is be prepared. If you have little ones or even yourselves, sunscreen is a must, but the other big thing is some bug spray. You can get the little handy white packets that work. You can get off. I mean, there's stuff. Try not to nuke your kids down with DEET, though. The stuff will fry their skin.
Jessica knows how to be prepared. She's a scout mom.
Be prepared. It's going to be hot.
Yes, it's Florida. It's Florida weather.
Yeah. This is not like up north. The mosquitoes down here, I've seen little kids, little toddlers being flown off into the sunset on mosquitoes. That's how big they are.
Yeah, I think there might be a petition for it to be our state bird or something.
And another quick add-in is pets. People bring their pets. Make sure you guys watch and make sure they're getting water. You don't realize how hot it is on their little paws, so make sure you're making sure they have plenty to drink.
It probably would be a bad idea for us to do like a little pet
drinking area,
hydration station or something like that. We'll bring that back to them as well.
Yeah, you can get one of those little kiddie pools from like Dollar General or something and put down there.
My dogs wouldn't leave it.
I'll kick the dog out and go lay my old butt in it. Billy wrote in, he said, I'm a member of the Central Florida Blues Society, past president, promoter, and organizer of the St. Johns River Blues Festival. If you need blues bands, please hit me up. Yeah, might want to get in touch with Aaron and them.
Yeah, you can either I can collect the information and pass it on, because this is all there's, like I said, there's several committees that broke down to different aspects. We have an entertainment committee, we have a food committee, we have a t-shirt committee, and so it's not just one person running each thing. There's a team of 3 or 4 of us, and volunteers beyond that are needed to make this happen. So I know that myself and Justin Campbell and Matt Buckles are on the entertainment committee. So if you want to get in touch with me, I can forward the information on and see.
Tracy wrote, are these blue crabs from the ocean or St. Johns River?
I didn't catch the blue crabs, so I don't know.
They're more than likely, we have a lot of people, Tracy, that are crabbers on the St. Johns River. Now, of course, what you're getting on the St. Johns River, there's a 4-foot layer of salt water that runs through the channel. Mm-hmm. So these crabs are all coming in from the Atlantic, and they cruise up and down the intercoastal waterway and all the way down to St. John's, and then they do their little whoopee making sessions, and then they swim back out. A lot of them stay in here though, but a lot of the crabs that are taken from the springs around here. You've got Willaca Springs where I see crab traps. I mean, you've got up by what's the other springs? Glen Springs, Silver Springs, where there's a lot of those crabs that come in there, and we have a ton of crabs around here. The meat to me on the blue crabs that are in the St. John's is sweeter than what it is out of the ocean. It doesn't have all that salt stuff, especially for me. I'm not allowed to have a whole lot of salt. Paul Kirk, one of my favorite volunteer firefighters, says make sure everybody stays hydrated.
Correct.
Very, very
Yes.
important. In May, it is going to be
Hot.
hot.
It's the start of summer.
Yep. I see Jessica wrote, what about human cooling stations? I know they had one last year.
They didn't have one last year.
Nope. There was blue crab.
Or
But-
like year before last.
But years before, yes. That is also something that we're considering as well, putting up stations like that.
Now Elizabeth just joined in. She's with the theater over there. I keep wanting to say shoebox because that's where my kids used to act. The shoebox theaters down to land. It's not that. But are they going to have anything like that over there?
A theater?
Yeah. Are they going to have anybody out there acting or performing, stuff like that?
No. Like I said, that's not something that we have set up right now. But I mean, we were just trying to find ways to provide entertainment throughout. But at this time, that's not quite set up.
Now, who are all the people on the committee? On the Young Professionals Committee?
Well, the Blue Crab Committee is, there's Seth, there's me. And then we have, a lot of our friends and stuff that we've known for years. Like I said, I already mentioned Matt Buckles and Justin Campbell are helping with the Entertainment Committee, and, we have advisors for that. And then it breaks down into that, and, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to throw everybody under the bus.
We have the Palaca Young Professionals Board that's set up, and each one of us board members has taken on a committee.
How many board members are there?
There are 7 board members, so each one of us has taken on a committee separately. So we'll just go from there.
You guys are all like under your 30s though, except for Matt Buckles.
Under 30?
No, none of
I mean,
Yeah.
we're in our
right around
30s.
the 30s.
We're in our 30s, yes.
Yes.
That's a lot.
There
Here
you
we
go.
Oh, there you go.
There's-
There we go.
There's the
Brady,
3 founding
Benji.
board members right there.
Yes.
You guys all look like you should be in GQ magazine. It's pissing me off. I haven't been that good looking since never.
Well, Charlie has an amazing beard. I don't know if anybody else saw that. It's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
I mean that guy. It looks like he's one of the Dollar Shave Club guy. Now, one thing that we talked about on the air before, and we're going to work this out, is in order to help these guys and gals out, what we're going to do is we're going to put up some contests from some of our local businesses, and I'll be announcing that next week. And you're going to have to go on there and say how much you love the Blue Crabs Festival, and then we're going to be giving away some stuff to kind of help promote it and get some awareness going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate
So,
that.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
going to try to do some dinners for twos. I'm going to try to do a weekend getaway, or at least one night. We'll try. I think I've got some place that we can do that with, and I'll get a hold of St. John's, St. Francis Inn, see if I can get my buddy John over there to give away a weekend, and get some different. If you're businesses that are listening, and I know there's a lot of businesses that listen, if you want to donate stuff that they can do raffles for to help raise money, do that, because they're going to need money going into next year. I have a feeling you guys are going to be, and when I say guys, I don't mean guys. I mean, I have a feeling that young people are going to be doing it again next year. So this would be a great way for you guys to jump in and get ahead of the game for the following year if we can get some businesses to donate some stuff that you can raffle off.
Yeah, we appreciate all money. Money is very helpful.
Yeah, and if you have businesses, you need to get a hold of them and support this group. I mean, they're young people. There's a lot of people that would love to see this thing fail, and that's not going to happen.
No.
Not on
You
our
guys-
watch.
No.
You guys look like you're ready to put hell out with a squirt gun, not like it's old farts. Like, yeah, okay. I smoked too much weed when I was younger. I'm not even in the mood for trying to go out and tackle anything else.
No, we definitely don't expect to fail. I will say that the blue crab of the past has been legendary. It's, our town's flagship, and we honestly don't feel like we're gonna measure up to it in our first year of doing this. It's like I said, it's a legendary. It's a big tradition for an area. Everybody's come to know and love it. It's had a huge turnout. With there not being one last year, we do have our concerns about getting people to show up and have a good time. So we just kind of want to make it the best we can with what we have going on.
We want to pay homage to the people who came before us and did it before us and do it justice. We don't want it to be something that people laugh at, in the
No.
future. We want it to be, oh, they brought it back. It's just as good as it's ever been, and I hope they keep going.
Yeah, I was just chuckling. That wasn't it what you were saying about the old farts before. It's just Dave said to make sure you give Seth a roll tide before you sign off.
Oh, David.
Roll tide.
Oh, man.
He got you.
Oh.
That's all right. I'm going to order my roll tide T-shirt if we pull this thing off. If I can get enough people to donate, I'm going to get him a T-shirt and a hat that he'll have to wear around at the Blue Crab. How's that?
That's rough. That is rough, guys.
Jessica wrote, anything is better than nothing that we were going to have. And that's true. I'm not knocking the members and the Blue Crab
No,
festivals
not
in
at
the
all.
Not at all.
past
No.
because they did a great job.
Fantastic job.
Right.
But there comes a time when you have to relinquish power and pass it on to the younger people. And we're so grateful that you guys have stepped up to the plate here.
Yeah,
Because you
it's
could have
been
just
very
sat there.
exciting.
There's plenty of other things that young people your age could have went out and done.
Mhm.
I mean, anything but get involved in something that you're going to have to take it to the next generation now.
Yeah.
Right.
And to try to improve it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean,
And-
we're all like lifelong residents, and we went to school together. We've known each other for years, and I mean, we're hometown people. We do love this place,
Mhm.
and so we just want other people to recognize what we have and get them in the area and get them involved too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys so far, it sounds like you're doing a great job. It sounds like you have a goal, you have a mission. From what it sounds like, you're pulling this off quicker than what I would have ever expected. Most of the time, and we do a lot of events. I've done a lot in the last 40-something years. And everything from Gasparilla down in Tampa and Orlando and up in Louisiana and all over the place. And to pull something off in a few months, somebody wrote greetings from Siberia. I
Ooh.
have no idea.
Serbia.
Fly on
Oh.
over.
Wait, Serbia?
Serbia. Oh, I
Oh, Serbia.
was about to say
Okay.
Siberia's
We're
freezing.
listening to your radio in Serbia, okay? I don't know
Welcome.
how to pronounce that name.
Fly to Palaca, Florida, and come visit.
Anybody got a clue? And I'm sorry, I just...
Jureko? I don't know.
I think it's pronounced John.
Or Michael.
Jeljko.
There's a thing on top of the Z.
Okay, I'm really not sure how to pronounce your name, but we love you. We're glad you're listening. And if you can get over here to the States, come to the Blue Crab
Come
Festival.
check it out.
Salt show.
Now, Blue Crab Festival's been around for how long?
It's been 30 years.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
29 was the last year
29.
that they pulled it off.
I want to say this is the 29th, and next year would be the 30th.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm glad they're not in Siberia. Holy crap.
Yes.
It's
real
cold
cold
up there.
Yeah. And
Serbia, okay.
I mean, you were talking about how quickly we've done things, and honestly, to give kind of a timeline of things, the workshop that the city hall held, and that's where I attended and got involved. That was like 109 days from the start, and I just checked it, and we have 81 days until that Friday when things are going to kick off.
That's
So,
amazing. That's going to
yeah.
roll back super quick, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 20 days in, and definitely making some moves real
We-
fast.
That's it? You're only 20 days in?
About that.
We've pretty much kissed our families goodbye for the next 80 days, and we got some work to do.
Yeah, I have to like turn my phone off and stop. Yeah, like my phone gets taken away from me because I'm constantly trying to do something.
Absolutely.
And you guys have children?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Holy crap.
Yeah. But the idea is that if we do this and do this right, and we help out our community, we're going to do something that allows our children to want to stay. And so we'll get to see them grow up and and become adults and get to see our grandkids grow up and all that. So it's you know, it's a sacrifice that we're willing to make.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
whenever I was little, my mom was actually a public bakery manager, and she would actually make breakfast and take it to the crews in the morning downtown. And whenever I was a kid, I got to see behind the stage and how things were ran. And honestly, that's whenever I fell in love with it and always wanted to get involved with it. So I'm super excited that it's been carried on for that long by all the people that's done it previous to us, and it's held tight. And I'm excited to have the opportunity for us to do this.
Jessica said, "Don't blink." Now we're coming up where you got to get you guys out of here. Got 1 minute. Go ahead and give me your 1 minute closing thing on what you want to say to everybody. And now I'm sure you guys are stars now. You got your own fan club going here.
I just want to say, you know, thank you to all the people in the community who want to see this thing through, who have already helped, who are willing to help, who are going to help. And, you know, I just ask that more people come out and help us and make this thing everything that everyone remembers it was, and make it everything that it ever could be. And then I'll let Aaron say
Go ahead,
something.
Batgirl.
Oh, no, I think honestly he wrapped everything up. I mean, we're always wanting, you know, support of the community, and we've got a lot of it. And don't sell yourself out. If you think that you have even a moment of time that you could help us with volunteering in one way or the other, trust me, our families will appreciate it. So we're not chained downtown the whole weekend.
Okay, cool beans.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight.
Well, thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
And we can't wait to come back.
Okay, cool beans. Okay, that was Jessica and Aaron from Young Professionals, not Young Entrepreneurs.
No, I'm Seth.
Seth.
Anyways, I know I do. I can't help it. I'm getting a finger and everything over here. But guys and gals, you only have a couple months left. Please stand behind these young people and support them. I mean, they need all the help they can get. Yes, they're young and aggressive, but they still need some old people that have businesses to kick in some money here and to get things rolling for them. They can't do this on nothing. And if you're a vendor, we have all the information up there. If you're wanting to set up a booth or whatever, there's probably going to be limited space now. Food vendors, I think, are pretty much closed out, but you can call them. If you have any ideas that might help those young people out, go ahead and share your knowledge with them. And the main thing is, this is a family event. Get your kids off of Xbox and drag their butts out there. Let them get some sunshine. The vitamin D will do them good. Matter of fact, I need to drag my son out of the house. He looks like Casper from playing Xbox. I'll get him out there. But volunteers, they need volunteers. They can't run this thing without them. There's only a handful of these young people that are doing this thing, and I take my hat off to them because this is a big task for them to undertake. Now, remember, support your veterans. When you see a veteran, walk up and tell them thank you for their service. Our volunteer firefighters, there's nothing more special to me. Paul Kurt was on here tonight making comments. Paul and his buddies down there are going to help with the Fort Gates with some welding and stuff. These guys and gals are always willing to volunteer. They're always out there. If they got to jump up from their kids' birthday parties, from Christmas, from everything else, they make $4 to $8 stinking dollars an hour. Make sure you walk up and tell them thank you. If you see a young person in there that's in the service now, thank them. And whatever you do, don't walk up with your kids to a police officer and say, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to have them arrest you. All that does is instill fear, and that fear carries on into a lifetime of pain, and then blue lives don't matter and all kinds of crap. Don't do that. Have them go up and shake an officer's hand. Take your kids up to an officer that's sitting in his car. Hell, they all love to flip their lights on and stuff for them. Now, I got to give my shout-outs to Mama B, Miss Debbie, Tammy, my partner in crime over in Tampa. If you want to check out the latest news and stuff, go to The Putman Way on Facebook. You can check us out on IITW Radio. We have some 4,000 artists that are great. Make sure you go on there and check them out. Annette, Audrey, who else I got to say hi to? You want to say hi to your mom, Chris?
I'm good.
He said he's good. All right, we love you guys and gals. We got to get out of here. Closing it out tonight is Struggling With My Demons, Kurt Fortmeyer. Make sure you look at the local advertisers that make this show possible every night. They scroll all during the show, and they scroll at the end of the song. But check out Kurt Fortmeyer's song, Struggling With My Demons. We'll see you back here tomorrow night with Greg Williams with, I don't know, maybe problems in American democracy. We'll see you then. Love you guys. We're out.
I'd been that good guy way too long, followed every rule, holding back instead of acting like a full-grown fool. When bad intentions came to call, I firmly stood my ground, till one day I said, screw it all, and I turned my life around. Yeah, I told my better angels they could go piss up a rope, not come back unless they brought a sack of killer dope. I'm smoking packs of cigarettes and drinking quarts of beer, snuggling with my demons, and I kinda like it here. Now everything that's bad for me becomes my comfort food, and from time to time I take a pill to elevate my mood. I'm coveting my neighbor's ass and things that I can't have. I bathe myself in misery like it's medicated sad. Since I told my better angels they could go piss up a rope, not come back unless they brought a sack of killer dope. I'm smoking packs of cigarettes and drinking quarts of beer, snuggling with